Ah, ew. What's up, guys? I just wanted to talk a little bit about my journey. I know I've talked about it in other videos, but like as you go further and as you become more mature and you go deeper into whatever it is you enjoy doing, it becomes more personal and more detailed. So, like, I just like to share a little bit. I won't take long. A little bit of my experience and whatnot. I've been editing for 4 years, since 2016. Although in 2016 and 2017 I was just using a phone app. As I'd mentioned, I was using a phone app. Yeah. Then 2018, I was using another one on Windows. Then 2019 and 2020, I've been using Photoshop since. So it's been quite a journey. Let me tell you, the beginnings are never good. Let's take my dreadlocks for example. See, when they're small matutas, they look bad. you look When they're small matutas, it just looks funny, yeah. But as they get longer, they start to grow into you and you start looking better in them, yeah. That's the same thing with my editing. Is that there were still matutas, but for lack of a better word, there were still matutas back then. But here we are. It's really grown. It's changed, and yeah, and you can never accomplish something if you never really want to do it, and you can never do it properly unless you really want to do it. Because think about it like this. For example, if my mom was one of those moms who are like, by the Derek, after high school, you go to Strathmore, for example, go to Strathmore, study biological science or or physics or something like that. I'll do it, but I won't do well because I don't enjoy it, and it's just not my field or my interest. Yeah, but then thankfully, and I'm forever grateful to God for my mom and my brother who have just been supporting me throughout throughout all this. Let me just tell you some. Sorry, guys. My storage ran out, so I had to go and delete a few stuff. But as I was saying, um, what was I saying? Oh, when I began editing back in 2016, uh, it was more of a hobby. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't even see myself ever doing it until now. I thought it was like one of those things where, like those things where you have an interest in, but it's not really an interest like in that way that it becomes professional. So in the beginning, it was more of just like trial and error, yeah. But I've never gotten any education for this. Actually, the first time I'm getting education is when I joined university in January. God willing, hopefully God opens that door. But yeah, it all began as just something for me to discover. I discovered doing this was fun. I discovered making pictures look different. Like I really enjoyed that, and it plays a huge role in terms of my personality because I'm more of a reflective type of person. Now that I've gotten so deep into editing, I'm more reflective. I'm more observant. Hey, observant is a big thing. I have to be so observant in order for something to come out perfect in the way that I really want. And let me tell you, there have been hard times. There have been times where I just don't like what I'm doing, or like I want to give up and do something else. Let me say, it's not bad to try something else, but it's not good to replace whatever it is you're doing just because you've reached a hard part doing it. You get? For example, here's a good example. There's a picture I edited, I think about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I wanted to post it on my Instagram. Yeah, that picture was bad. It came out so badly. I told myself, Derek, delete it, delete. Even though it took me almost 4 hours to do, delete. I didn't like it at all. It was poorly done. It was badly thought of, if that's correct English.
Okay.
I just didn't like the overall picture. It looked bad and tacky and it had no meaning. I mean, there's some pictures I just do for fun, but that one was not it. It just wasn't. So I just deleted it. And the thing is that I've come to a point in my life where if I don't like something, whether I've done it badly or not, if I don't like it, I'm getting rid of it. I don't care how long it takes, because again, it's not the only thing that I can do. It's not the only thing I've done. I've done other ones that are good, yeah. And so, may I just take this time to also say, please don't listen to what the negative things people say. And hey, let me tell you something. You have to learn how to differentiate between constructive criticism and destructive criticism. Let me tell you, it's not easy to learn. It wasn't easy for me to learn the difference between the two. Then it becomes easier the older you get, especially because now you're beginning to know who is important to you and who wants to push you and drive you to a better place, and those who just want to tear you down. It's a lot easier to tell once you've gone through all this all this all this pain and hurt. It's easier to tell. And also I think it's important to remember that you're not alone. You're never alone. Trust me, I feel alone a lot, especially when I feel like something's not working out. I feel so alone, even though I know I'm not. So and I've trained myself to not feel that way. And I'm also encouraging you, don't feel alone, don't fight alone, don't fall alone. That sounds weird. Don't suffer alone. Yeah, suffer alone. Always ask for help where you need it. Trust me. As hard as it can be sometimes to ask for help, especially for somebody like me who's quite shy in asking questions to people, it helps a lot. Also, like for me, I may be self-taught on editing, yeah. Then I get pointers and different ways or easier ways of doing the editing from people on YouTube. So like on a daily basis, I try to make sure that at least I watch one YouTube video that contains some piece of editing, even though it's not necessarily a guy showing you, okay, do this, take the shadows, use the pen tool, cut out the. Even though it's somebody who's not being specific like that, I try to find something that's in relation to editing. You see, because you never stop learning until the day you die. So, I mean, I'm taking advantage. We live in a time of internet. Just because I'm going to university, or rather, just because I plan to go to university next year, doesn't mean I stop all this now. Doesn't mean I stop all this now and wait till I get to university so that I can start again getting better. Yet I can get better by myself. Let me tell you, this is a testament. This is a testament of my hard work, my persistence, my determination, and my zeal to keep going. Let me tell you a little story. Last year was when? 2019. Around mid 2019, I started playing Fortnite, yeah. And like I was thinking of random usernames. I kept changing from here to there. Then I thought of Blood Flip Flop. Funny thing is that I was actually vacuuming the sitting room while wearing slippers, so that's where the idea came from, yeah. So I took that name. I thought of Flip Flop, and I was like, it's a nice name. I made it my name on Fortnite. Then I stopped playing Fortnite because, for reasons that I shall explain in a moment. Oh, actually, it's not even that deep. It's more of I wanted to focus on my editing, yeah. But I took that name, Blood Flip Flop, yeah. Then I decided to make it some sort of small project of my own. I call it bullied designs. And let me just let me just take this moment to say that ever since I started bullied designs last year. Let me tell you, I was looking for people who wanted edits, who wanted logos, because I knew how to do those. Like I learned how to do them over time. So I learned them. Yeah, I looked for people. Nobody really came in the beginning. No one. It's hard for people to come because they don't know you. Yeah, but then my aunt, Auntie Mugure, thank you. She came and asked me for Nini. She came twice and asked me to make for her edits. So I did that for her, and turns out she likes them, and turns out that the way I see myself in terms of my work is it's like I'm too hard on myself. Excuse me. And I'm teaching myself not to be too hard on myself. But yeah, I've been told a lot that I'm too hard on myself, and I mean it's what I know. It's all I know. Just work, 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 work. And yeah. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I was giving you a testimony. So then after that, it grew into I started getting this idea. How else can I showcase my work? Or rather, how else can I attract people to come and ask me to edit for them? So I thought of this. Remember that story I told you about Fortnite, the Fortnite name? I took blowout, I removed flip flop. I took blowout and turned it into blowout designs. You see, I'm not getting chills in my body because I'm just wow. But yeah, I thought of blowout designs. Like, it sounds so cool, yeah. So I started that. I opened a Facebook and Instagram page for it where I do less personal edits and more, yeah, you get the point. So I slowly started to build that, and it's like ever since I started Bullout Designs, I've become more open to new ideas, new ways of editing, new things, and like I developed a liking for videography. Like I really enjoy taking videos and editing. Yeah. So what I was saying was, because of the idea of Bullout Designs, like now I've made it a thing. I'm planning. It's a project now, but I'm planning on making it a business. Like I want to register it and such. Like it's an actual thing that I want to pursue. Like I want to really. Sorry. Yeah, that's my testimony. Is that I mean, sorry. What I was getting to is that nothing good ever comes in a short period of time. Everything requires patience, hard work. Because think about it. How did Wakina Nani? Wakina for example, let me use my mom's business. Wakina my mom oh no, that's not a good example. Because it's more of an experience. No, actually it is. She was a music student, yeah. She really loves music. That's where my brother gets his music genes from. But my mom studied music when she was in school, yeah, and she really enjoys it. So there came a time where she was now she started leading in church, choir in the church. She was leading the choir for church, yeah. So, and then after that, she got cancer. Unfortunately, she got cancer. But then, God healed her. She's here with us. Actually, she went to the shop for a bit, but God healed her. And through that experience of cancer, she started an organization called Twakutukuza, where we support cancer patients. There's actually a concert this weekend. You guys should come. I'll put the poster again. I put the poster in the Nini. Yeah, I'll put a post over there. And yeah, I really I'm really inspired by her. Like my mom is my biggest role model because for one, her work ethic. That's a tongue twister. Her work ethic is so, like, it's so yummy. She works tirelessly, and I don't take that for granted at all. That's probably where I get my late nights working from, probably from her, because she also works long hours. So anyway, um, I'm really inspired by her because, for one, she's gone through so much in the past. She went through a lot, like the whole cancer thing. Yeah, she is strong. Yeah, she's also the most beautiful woman that I've ever seen. There's nobody who's as pretty as my mom. I refuse. But and yeah, and I really respect her. I really honestly respect her so much. As in, I don't even know how to put it into words. But yeah, anyway, that's my little story and words of wisdom. Never, by the way, don't give up. As hard as things get, there are times I get creator's block where I just can't edit anymore, like I've run out of ideas. But don't give up. Be patient. Sometimes that could also mean, I've been told that it also means that I need a break, but I struggle to take breaks. I don't know how to take a break. But never give up on your dreams. Keep working, because people. Let's take Ronaldo for example, or Messi. Those guys work tirelessly to become good footballers. Look at they are now. Cynthia, nothing comes easy. Nothing is handed. That's another thing I wanted to touch on. I don't like being handed things. Like being handed, here you go. No, 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 no. I like to earn them, because you know that thing of earning gives you, it's like, it gives you that feeling of independence, like you can do things for yourself. It's good to be given stuff, yeah, but don't make it like your only way of getting things. That's, even I refuse. Don't do that. Just work hard, push for your dreams as hard as you can, and do whatever it takes to get there. Even if it means, like for me, I want to start. I want to get a driving license. I know I'm late. I'm late. Yeah, I know. I've been afraid to drive for the longest time, but now I really want to. And so, like I was even looking on the website for the driving school, I really want to do it because the driving will enable me to do more things than I can do on my bike. You get, like, I can't ride my bike at night. That's dangerous. But driving I can. And if you're going far places, I can't go on my bike because I'll just get tired. But driving I can't. Cynthia. So don't do anything that will cause harm to anyone, but do whatever it takes to reach your dreams, even though it means working late. Um, doing Sometimes it's a lonely journey, but let me tell you, it's a lonely journey, especially if people don't quite see what you're seeing. It can be very lonely. So just keep pushing. God is on your side. The people that you love, who love you, are on your side. Um, Trust me, you're not alone. Even though you feel at your worst moment, you can always go to God. That I can assure you. Always go to God. And one more thing is, I believe in you. Believe in whatever it is you're doing. Just keep pushing. But I really don't like people who put other people down for the gain.
What is that? Come on. See, we all deserve to be successful, please.
Just just do it. You can do this. Just believe in yourself. Ask for help where needed. Don't be afraid to admit that you're stuck or that you've made a mistake. Just do it. You will. Imagine you succeed. Imagine. I've been doing this for 4 years now. Well, let's not count the ones for the phone. So 2.5 years. And look where I am. I still have a long way to go. But I'm motivated. I'm so motivated. And for those of you who don't know what you want to do, just explore. You don't because I did the same thing. I just explored. And it was even before I finished high school. But if you feel like it's too late, imagine it's never too late. Just explore things that are out of your comfort zone, because that's the only way you're going to know what it is you like and what you don't like. And even so, being outside of your comfort zone allows you to spread your wings, because comfort zone is a bubble. And think about it this way: an animal in a zoo. How can an animal know how the world is if they've only been in those four walls that is known as a zoo? You get what I'm saying? It's the same thing here. Don't limit yourself just because you don't have any exposure to to something. Just try something new. The world is your oyster, my friend. The world is for you. For you. You can do anything you put your mind to. I'm telling you. Please. Just and be yourself. Yani, I've preached this forever. And I'll preach it forever more. Be yourself. Let me tell you. For me personally, I find it so hard to connect. I find it hard to make friends. So like, my brother helps me. He introduces me to the person. Then he starts the conversation. Then I can join. But here's the uncomfortable part. I have to do it by myself. Yeah. There's a time he even challenges me. He's like, Derek, I'm standing here. You go. I go. And even don't let your past experiences dictate your future. I've been told that a lot. I'm still learning how not to do that. So I'm no angel or I'm no scientist in all this. I also do this, yeah. But I'm learning. It's a habit I'm trying to build to not do these things, yeah. But basically, what I'm saying is, don't let your past experiences determine your future, because it's going to cripple you. And another thing is, the people who, if you've been bullied before, I'm so sure the people who bullied you right now, they're sweethearts. I'm sure they are beautiful people. I'm sure they're very receiving, they're welcoming, they're like, oh hi, and they're like, oh hi, and like, wow, they're just they're just polite. I'm so sure all of them are such nice people. It's just that maybe back then they were struggling with their own demons or their own problems or their own experiences, maybe at home or wherever, and so they were letting out their anger on you or something. But I'm sure right now they're such wonderful people. So don't judge a book by its cover, or don't judge a book by the back of its page. You get? By back of the page, I mean like you may have known someone in the past. So like the person that you knew is the person who's in your mind. That's the closed chapter of the person that you knew before. But right now they're different. So never judge a book by its cover. Go and talk to if you see somebody who bullied you in your past, or if they approach you, just be nice. Don't be like, you remember you did this to me, and this and this and this, and then don't start now getting back at them because you're salty. No, that's not how life works. Everyone has their own problems, and people process them differently. People don't know how to process them, so in turn they get angry or they have emotional breakdowns, or everyone is different. I mean, if the sooner we all get to accept that, the easier it is going to be for us to connect. Of course, there are going to be those kind of people who are like, ew, like those people who are just like, they're spoiled, or like they just can't, they're just mean people. They're going to be those people. But who says you have to listen to them? It's your life. I mean, you're the one in control. It's like you're the driver. But then You get an accident and then you blame it on the passenger. I mean, where is the logic in that? Yeah. And this is long. I'm going to make this an IGTV actually. I feel like it would be better than IGTV than a YouTube video. I don't know, we'll see. But moral of the story: learn from the experiences you go through. Learn from the things that people tell you. For example, like how I've told you about my experience and like the doors that have been opened for me or the doors that have been shut in my face hard. I'm telling you, that's normal. But the one thing that no one can ever take away from you is your passion, your motivation to do something. No one can ever take that away from you. Only you can take it away from yourself by allowing somebody else's words or situation to take over your mental state. That's why also mental health is very important. And if you're suffering from something, I'd suggest you see someone or talk to somebody you trust, or just don't be alone. Please don't fight alone. Don't struggle by yourself. Just be the best version of yourself that you can be right now. Focus on what you can do today, what you can change today, what you can control. Don't focus on what you can't control or what is yet to come. I know there are people who are doing exams, yeah. I know the pressure, it's real, yeah. But focus on what you can do today, because you'll then have a better tomorrow. Let all the worries of today stay in today and not leak into tomorrow. I was actually watching a video of a couple, how they fell in love, and the guy said that, and the lady, his wife said that. So I'm just going to echo it over here. Don't let today's problems seep into tomorrow, because then if you let today's problems seep into tomorrow, your tomorrow's problems will seep in tomorrow's tomorrow, and then you'll just be very, very miserable. And I don't think you want that for yourself. I don't think anyone would want that for you, except maybe the sadistical people, but you don't have to listen to them. And yeah. So it has been what is it called? That segment where people sit down. A sit down. Yeah. It has been a sit down with Dero. Today I met somebody called Derek. I was so happy. I woke up and then I went to the sitting room. Then I had some guy who was like, Dero. I'm like, yes. Then he's like, oh, no, not you. Him. I'm like, wow. Well, hello, Dero. Hi, I'm Dero. It was just like another moment. But yeah, guys, life is what you make it. Social media is what you make it. Okay. Everything is what you make it. You can't let situations make you. Bye.